try and deal with him early on today, Chad.
Yeah, we get this one underway here. Fnatic on their map choice will be starting on the T side. U2 in the hands of the in-game leader of Alex, and the 1x bet odds. Well, they're sticking with the desk. G2 are the favorites here, but it's a ramp rush out the gates and straight into things they go.
Jax holding first. m0NESY there alongside him. This is clean. G2 with a lightning fast pistol.
5 kills, 5 headshots. That's the way you want to kick things off. Absolutely no resistance whatsoever there. You blink and you miss it, so you might want to go with the rewind feature on Twitch just to catch that one. But a ramp rush into a stack of 3, it couldn't go any better for G2. You know some of the positives there, the little details, other than how flashy that is, the fact that you can get away with this, if nobody takes any damage whatsoever, you have the Kevlar, you get the upgrade into the head armor for cheap, you're going to get yourself into rifles a little bit earlier, maybe some more utility. But speaking of round number 2, there is a force spike coming out from Fnatic. Pistols upgraded. Tech 9s, P250s, light util, some smokes towards Yard. Nico's already postured back here, spamming through the smoke. Damage done, Alex low, but he's lost vision.
Yeah, Nico's held behind it, looking to wrap around the smokes, but no opportunity seen just yet. Fnatic go through. Nico lines them up. Crimson brawling down alongside the bomb. And now Nico starts to look for his 3rd victim of the round. Alex rapping, toying with him, but m0NESY's there to back him up. And another quick and flawless round for G2.
Yeah, it's going to be great here to see what m0NESY has, right? We've seen from the Mouse boys, JDC standing in, and Torzy looking phenomenal on that AWP. But m0NESY is a big ticket item, right? You look at Blast, and you look at how quick he was on that AWP. This kid is the Flash. It's lightning quick. And I can't wait to see him get the big green in his hands.
Yeah, and when we see that, again, we're going to look back at what Maui was talking about, see if he's had any changes. Because coming into this event, you know, G2 have had a little bit more time. Back at Blast, they didn't. And it's time for Alexi and Xtaz maybe to start implementing some different elements to this G2 side.
Yeah, this is one of the situations with a youngster like m0NESY, especially not playing a key map like Nuke a lot. Hold up a second.
Ooh.
One way here. That's a shot from Alex. Nico down.
No reply yet for G2.
Oh. That's another big one. King Mezzy from up top. m0NESY's down. The 2 big dogs for G2 are dead.
Yeah, they've been just having a field day towards outside in these last 2 rounds, but Fnatic now starting to drop back.
That was both the M4. So Alex has grabbed one. The other M4 is a little bit too far to grab. If you look at the top left-hand side of your screen, you can see that X behind the warehouse. They're not going to get their hands on that, but Alexi will. Scoops it up, and we have a 3-on-5 situation. But G2, they're not done yet.
Fnatic starting to turn their attentions back towards ramp. It looks like G2 are about to go for an aggressive maneuver, trying to grab some information. And Alexi B is coming back to ramp. Oh, the first spray's not good, but he still gets away with 2.
That might be enough here. They can grab another M4, but back towards her. Alex pivots. This could be the kill. Jax, leg spotted.
Yeah, he just spotted a bit of Jax, so he knows exactly where he is. We still have 50 seconds left here for Fnatic. They haven't grabbed the other weapon, but they have got their way down this B site.
Oh, the sound cute's enough to at least get Hunter to have a look what's going down towards Heaven. They start to pivot. Plenty of time to play out this round for Fnatic. No rush just yet.
Another weapon now picked up for Fnatic. The player inside of the site, Jax, is going to be under a lot of the pressure, and Hunter is still down on that lower site. So
I like this position.
Is he going to be able to get anything done? He's forced out with his push. He's going to stand in the molly. Like, I'm off to the flame literally here, Jax. 20 seconds left. Fnatic have to get into the site, and Jax needs to just delay. They finally spot him. Now they swing, and Jax goes back up for a second. It's all down to Crims. We know him for a good clutch.
Bomb goes down, 40 seconds on the clock. Hunter up the vent fast. He's spotted now.
Crims does initial damage, but no kill. Has to drop back. Hunter, oh, he's been spotted through this middle of the 2 cylinders, and now running down Crims' position.
Oh!
And he'll best him with the MP9. Fnatic close to biting back with pistols.
And that was all with the deagles of Alex and mezzy to kick that off. The round, you consider a 5v3 situation. You're thinking, sure, it is an eco, but they've made that as close as you'd like. They didn't invest a lot. They get a lot out of it. Plant 4 kills, and they're just going to keep G2 on notice early here. If you thought the first 2 rounds were easy enough, it's not going to be that way throughout. The one-way exploited there by Alex. mezzy with a banger of a shot onto m0NESY. But Alexi B, he rights the ship, he grabs a couple, and Jackie Boy, the heart and soul of this team, the class clown, he sets them up and allows Hunter to come on in. Crims fully blind, not able to convert, but we do get the rifles out for both and the AWPs. That's key. Smooth with his, m0NESY with the other.
Let's see how that battle will start to ensue. It's quite quick here from Fnatic. They've sent Alex towards outside. Nico will take him out.
Okay, well, this is going to be quite the duel throughout. We've already established it. Hunter not able to convert onto mezzy, so back and forth we go. And Smooth having a look in lobby with the AWP.
Trying to get aggressive. Smooth with more advanced position. Don't think he's going to be finding anybody walking to his crosshair just yet. And the smoke down will slow Smooth out of this, but he's going to play with it. and gets more proactive,
he's been
more
liked.
aggressive. He has been liked. Indeed, he's down to 10. How have they even done that? Smooya's going to be questioning, how is this even happening? And now they've lost the rifle of Brolin. Luckily, Smooya able to glean 1 kill back, but can he find a second? The timing to get away, but Smooya gets spammed down. Jax looking back to main, and this time it's Crims about to try and duel him, but Jax is having a field day right now.
Yeah, great work from Jax in the last 2 rounds here, just pivoting in this top site, mopping up that mess that was definitely bearing on down. Mezzi in a 1-on-3. He has 2 players to deal with, one right in front of his face. It doesn't even worry about the other, and this is a fantastic start from Jax. He's one of the elements in this team that people are, maybe a bit quizzical of, right? But in terms of a hard entry, somebody who gets the dirty work done for the team and a personality, Jax is a great feature to have.
I mean, you have Jax showing up, right? That's just an added bonus to the fact you got Monacy, Nico, and Hunter on this team. Jax can have these pop-off performances every now and then as well.
He's definitely... Look, I'd have to go through and double-check, but at least for my opinion, Jax is the best old boy as far as aim goes. His aim is the best for his age. So I always love watching him play. Gives me hope that in matchmaking we're not going to get trashed by cheaters anymore, Dinko, but that doesn't seem to go that way.
No, I think that's going to be a common theme. I think it's better for a few months, but we always get tricked, Chad.
And here we go, back to ramp. A couple of set flashes there. Monacy off the line, and this was a pressure point that Maui pointed out on the desk. You know that he's that heaven rotator with the AWP. So he's lost control at least of the ramp room, and they're creeping closer. If these pistols are able to skirt around the corner and get in his face, we will need to see the flash pop off with the AWP. But they're out of nades now. They've got some ground to work with. The 1 flash on Brolin might be the go signal as they turn their attention back towards the top site, hoping they've forced out some rotations, and they have. Alexi B currently resides in the lower site, but there's still multiple players bearing down to defend A.
Brolin's going to set up the flash, trying to allow this pop in from Fnatic. Here it comes. Flash up for Brolin.
We missed it.
Oh, it's not going to work. In fact, the flash is going to blind Hunter at least. Nico coming in with 1 as well. But that bomb has got down the vent. There's still rifles here. That's the problem for Fnatic. You still have to deal with Alexi B, who's down here and now has a rotation of his teammates. Jax gets picked out by Brolin. Oh, a shot for Crims lands through the smoke, but luckily Alexi B is in a very good spot to deal with it. Now Brolin into the 1v3 clutch total. 20 seconds to do it as well here, and just so many angles to clear out. Brolin will go down, and a 5-0 start for G2.
Yeah, not a bad start at all. This was picked into by Fnatic. I'm sure they wanted to try and deal with some of those pressure points that have been mentioned, but so far so good. Now, G2 are the clear favourites here. Fnatic is still a team that is winning us over. And the elements of this Fnatic team, there's a lot to get excited about, right? Alex, a chance to show what he's got as an in-game leader again. You've obviously got Brolin, who's a fantastic rifler alongside of Mezzi. Those two, you can almost see a bit of parity in terms of the ability of those. Smooya, he's had the potential as an AWP player. Now he gets to show it. And, well, the absolute legend of Crims. So can't wait to see more of what is offered up here. Deep nade, Mezzi down. Smoking there through. Mezzi's in.
Running. He's just running with it and nearly opens it up. Although, unfortunately, from a little bit of hope for Fnatic, it's turned into misery with 2 players lost and no trade.
Yeah, I think we might need to keep an extra close eye on who's been winning up the duel towards Yard more often than not, because in multiple rounds here, I'm just scrolling through the kill feed, it's been Alex going down to Nico, right? We're looking at 3 rounds in a row here that Nico has actually been able to take out the in-game leader on the other side.
I've only been able to get 1 opening kill this entire time for Fnatic. They really struggled in the early round against G2.
This one feels like it's just going to simmer out. They do have some space. They've gotten the bomb down towards Secret here, sure, but 3-on-5 situation. This looks handled unless Nico looks away.
He's got himself in a good spot, though. Crims gets dinked down to 10.
That's a problem with that angle, isn't it? As you just go over this girder, little noggin gets spotted, and well, he will slip towards the back vent. Looking like vent to top, but there's a molly in his way.
Yeah. Can't really move with that. Nico now making sure that that vent is locked down. So if Crims tries to get into it, Nico's still there. And he actually will go down with the bomb.
Yeah, this is perfect. This should be done and dusted right here. Hunter to find Smooya coming out the squeaky smoke. And now it's just Brolin, last man standing yet again. 1-on-5. Not a hope in the world as he looks on up. And he goes on down. 6-0. As this is looking to be quite the start here for G2 on land with the young gun. We do also have the B stream going on over there as the first tactical timeout is called. It's Na'Vi versus ENCE. Now, we all understand the situation that's going on with Boomage, but Na'Vi is still competing with their 5 currently. Mirage, the opening map, picked by ENCE. You can check that out by adding a B to the end of your URL on Twitch. But But this timeout is being called by Fnatic here, and you can understand why. This would be a good opportunity to get Kita stuck in, the coach of the Fnatic, to give them a few extra ideas.
Yeah, they've definitely tried a lot of different things already on this T side. You even have Mezzi taking this risk, for example. Just not a lot going for them, just trying to crack those openings, trying to get into a situation where they actually have some space to play with. And G2 have been running a very tight ship so far. The only real round that Fnatic have posed a threat is with the lower tier weapons.
Yeah, and look, let's have a look at the frag count as well. 2 is the highest on Crims, Brol, and Mezzi, and then 1 apiece for Alex and Smooya. So that's 8 kills over 6 rounds. What's that? 1.3 recurring kills per round. That's not how you're going to get them on the board. Pistols out again, back towards ramp one more time. Alexi B tasked with locking that down.
A little bit more active from m0NESY with that AWP. We'll keep eyes on that throughout this one. Alex already towards outside. And now his team will try and challenge down Alexi B, who goes away with nothing, but decides to drop down and just try and buy some time here. He's got the Incendiary to try and slow them down as forces them into the right side, and now Alexi B looks towards it. Headshot is good on the first, looking for a follow-up, but does get overrun, and so now Fnatic have the sight. The smoke towards Decon will stop Hunter from having much success, and now he can't really do much about it, so Fnatic get the bomb down. They've got a rifle in play, but Nico's now arrived as well.
Yeah, that was Alex on the lurk towards Yard, so that duel continues to rage on. m0NESY from ramp here, difficult angles to clear.
m0NESY coming back down. Smooya's close position with a pistol. Timing nearly works for Smooya, but now he's pinned and m0NESY misses, but at least has the rifle of Nico to back him up. And now it's just Mezzi inside of the site. Down below in dark. Nico's going to check him, but Mezzi hits the headshot, and now he's trying to win this one out for Fnatic. Mezzi has a chance for a second, but m0NESY quick to clear it up.
Okay, good to get the bomb down right. That's their second plant only so far within this first half. This ramp play that they're doing, we've seen those set flashes thrown out a couple of rounds to push back ramp control, and it works. You see what happens with Alexi? He gets blind, he has to drop lower. It's a defensive play. So that's something that they can at least rinse and repeat, and with rifles and a bit more utility, they'd be able to swarm that bomb site with ease. So if we see that come out in future rounds, they know where a bit of a weakness is, or at least something they want to exploit in that defense. But we get back into the gun rounds, and with Smooya on the AWP, in this situation, you want to try and activate him to at least hold territory. He doesn't have to find a pick, but at least to, you know, have Nico no longer be a menace towards Yard, force him back, make them turtle up. Smoke's landing towards Yard. Bit of an L block there as Nico tries to spam on through and find any damage he can. Brolin and Crims working on the space. They got the bomb on the back. This is looking like they're going to peel through the smoke, potentially into the top site.
Oh, a little bit of a gap, not actually allowing Nico to see anything, so Hunter will fall victim to that play, but m0NESY getting aggressive into the hut. This is different, and couldn't quite follow up for the second, but at least keeps his team within touching distance here.
Jax needs to wait here. There's a lot of utility holding his teammates at base. They need to communicate before the retake, but that could be it. Alex onto Nico this time round, and this is looking like the first round for Fnatic.
Really cool round here for Fnatic. Alex aware that they had Nico stuck in the back garage, just waits for him to come out of his position. And now Alexi B and Jax. Safe call is the only option here for them. Alexi B sitting towards heaven, just seeing if he can find anything on the way out.
It's interesting to have Smooya on an AWP and run that type of a round, right? You feel like he could have had a rifle for what he was doing. Yeah, he was just in lobby with the AWP. Now look, that was a from spawn call. They threw the smokes, they immediately took the bomb and lurked through them into main. So yeah, that one there feels like maybe rifle preference. Could have kept Smooya alive, but it doesn't matter. They still get the round, 7-1. Plenty of cash to splash here for G2. Hunter, m0NESY, and Nico, no issues with the buy. They'll get their weapons of choice. AWP comes back out here. At least Fnatic are now starting to work on draining that reservoir. You can see Kita, the coach, behind Fnatic. Got quite the British contingent over there now.
Yeah, Kita, story career, observer to coach at Complexity, now Fnatic. It's been all over the shop. Here we go. G2 looking to counter some outside control, utility of their own, dispelling Fnatic from early. And wow, look at this, Nico playing a bit more aggressive this time.
Yeah, he loves to play around these smokes. He's just a menace towards Yard. It's a great asset for G2 to have to lock down such a position. But here comes the smokes again, and this time Nico isn't going to contest from warehouse. He's actually playing from main. Smoke. Cut off his vision, but he has a bit of a gap.
Yeah, he has a gap. He can spot the shadow, and he's got the kill. Alex is down, and so that is a Fnatic player gone early on that Nico will be very happy about. You can see he's worried about that smoke corridor, and that is going to allow Fnatic to get down secret with numbers, but they have lost one.
He can flank them here. Once these smokes fade and he clears out top main and sees nobody's Yard, Nico could be on a fast flank down them towards secret. Nobody has rotated lower for G2 just yet. And Smooya, well, he wants to cut off this vent rotation in the meantime.
Again, the AWP feels quite stale here in this position. Fnatic have got down. They are taking their time still. G2 will soon make some adjustments to this. Smooya cutting off the potential flank down secret now with his rejoining strategy. He'll continue to move forward as Fnatic now take the B site.
Well, that's the sound cue towards lower. They've broken some windows now. The jig is up. Nico spotted. Smooya down. The AWP gets caught in no man's land, but the bomb will be planted.
Yeah, G2 have a huge advantage here with 2 players up. Fnatic at least have the bomb on the site, but how do they deal with the numbers that are going to come and try and retake it?
3 down secret. Good luck, boys.
Yeah, this is going to be rough for Fnatic. It's going to take a big step up here from Brolin.
Nice crossfire.
Yeah, Messi is alongside of him, so maybe they can get something out of this. Brolin holds the first, spots out Jax, Hunter, Nico so quick on the triggers. There's that precision and power that we see from Nico yet again. 4 kills for him in this round, Chad.
Of course, headshots, right? Of course. Like, this is the thing with the Kovac cousins. They're just going to bop off those heads. That's a situation that could really get out of control. Because if you flip the script and you were to put 2 CTs in those positions against an onslaught of Ts coming with no utility, right? All they had was a flash. It's going to be super, super difficult to get through that. But they just went, they traded efficiently. Of course, they sent Jax in first, and then they just trade off of him. That is perfect play and precise. Going to be frustrating now as the scoreline reads 8-1.
Smooya hasn't done a lot. He's not really in a position to get a lot done in this T-side AWP.
No, that's the thing. Like I mentioned that they don't have to like try and get him to find picks, but he's not even being put in a position to hold down territory, right? He's actually was playing lobby with the AWP.
Lobby AWP solo.
Yeah, and that's not something you see every day of the week.
Well, m0NESY back to his comfort position of hell with this AWP.
They're getting the space.
They're walking down again. Walking down secret with the numbers into the garage as well. Crimson Alex charging forward. m0NESY could get blindsided here.
Yeah, this is where we're really going to see the youngster tested. Now, he doesn't have too much support nearby. The run boost could really throw him for a loop.
Won't be able to see the info on the crossover, so Crims now has a better angle, but m0NESY very passive. He's waiting instead for Smooya to come into his crosshair, and that's about to happen. And that's the quickness of Smooya actually being more accurate. Unfortunately, the glass protects m0NESY, and he's on 3.
Yeah, well, Smooya there should have been good for a frag. You just have to be a bit frustrated with that.
So quick there from Smooya.
Well, they do have the space, and they do have the time. They're starting to apply some pressure. m0NESY floating back towards ramp. Heaven being pushed, and they're going to come up secret behind them. This is all going to come down to the timing here.
Oh, Hunter. The bomb's on Smooya's back right now. If Hunter's able to find him as he crosses to join his teammate or come into main, this could be a nightmare as well because Nico's close. So as soon as Hunter calls that, he can have the rifle, and Smooya's not in a great position here at all. So Nico can come up behind, and he's got 1. He strikes on a 2, and that's the bomb down. 19 seconds of recovery mission now for Fnatic trying to get that bomb back. I don't even know if they can. ICB reacts to the headshot, and now Crim's barreling outside, but Nico's watching for it. There's not enough time. They have to just come down to m0NESY. 3 HP. Luckily, he's nowhere near the site. It's G2's round. The bomb's positioning that for Fnatic. It all comes down to just that Nico play up secret.
That's crazy, right? Because a lot of teams, when they lose yard control in that fashion, when you lose around towards Hell and Heaven Warehouse, you start to push into lobby. They didn't go for that play, right? They actually had Nico coming up through secret. They were trying to hold on to what space they could. Because the way the meta is at the moment is, yeah, you lose ladder, you take lobby. You want to go tit for tat as far as real estate goes. A great shot from Crims, but you were right. The time at that kill coming in was 5 seconds. There was no way they could make it to the bomb site in time. So G2 had already won the round as that skirmish went down just outside of main. And again, Smooth's going to be feeling bloody frustrated, right? Because he hit the shot onto m0NESY, he just didn't get the kill. That one's going to sting when they watch it back in the demo. But there is enough money for a buy, and well, the max loss bonus, sure, it's been in play. How are they going to get activated here? Is pace the answer? Do they need to go for something a bit more top poppy? The AWP in the hands of Alex. You want to look towards his spawn.
He's going top silo with it.
This is interesting. Okay, it looks like a wallbang. Yeah.
There's no one going to be coming into his crosshair here. It's not going to work out. I'll give that all back to Smooya. Look at this change up. Alexi B getting boosted up on the ramp with m0NESY towards Hell.
The thing is, if you're going to run a T-side AWP, right, you want to set it up. I said you didn't have to, but that would have been in the entire game, right? You could use it differently throughout, but now that we're 10 rounds deep, going into 11, you want to try and get Smooth some info so we can find the fight. So this is just rough. He's feeling like he doesn't even get an opportunity right now to use the big green. But the story's not all about him. There have been holes, there have been gaps, they've lost the timings. G2 are just controlling the flow of this game here nicely. Yard Smoke's a little bit stalled out this time. We'll be dropping sub 1 minute.
Nico, this time, getting a bit more aggressive with the smokes, goes through with a flash, and Hunter and Nico, the cousins, take outside. And now Fnatic, they're about to walk into the blender. m0NESY with the first. Again, Alexibi boosted up as well if needed. That bomb down clearly in his sights. m0NESY going back for a peek, and Alexibi's turn. It's just one for the in-game leader, but Mezzy thrust into the clutch. A 1v4 for him. 30 seconds left, and again, yes, he's got the read of the flank, but can he deal with 2 prongs of the approach? Jax just runs through the fire, 10-1. This is a masterclass from G2.
Yeah, Xtaz, the coach behind them here, not having to do a lot. Just kind of having a pretty chill time. Yeah, boys, keep it up. The fist bumps are good. Everyone's doing what they need to. There's no dramas here whatsoever. And you're looking at Nico, 15 kills for him, 11 for Alexibi, 9 for Hunter, 8 for Jax, and 6 for m0NESY. The team is just having a field day. There hasn't been a lot of dramas. There hasn't been a lot of pressure building up. And remember, this is Fnatic's map choice, so this is falling flat out the gates. I will say it has been quite CT-sided in some of the maps we've had here during IEM Katowice, but this right now, for a team who's chosen to take this as the battlefield, is looking bleak.
G2 have made this outside control unpredictable. They've kept it different pretty much every round, and so Fnatic are struggling to adapt to it and come up with the answers.
Nico's down here this time, has dropped on through towards the lower bomb site initially, and this is what you're talking about. We've seen so many different faces flashing through, giving them the space, fighting, spamming through the smokes, different variations, and it's really just making Alex's time rough, calling against a mobile Nico. This is one of the things you need to have in the highest level of Counter-Strike, though. So many different looks, so many different faces to prepare for these maneuvers. But they head back towards ramp again, and this time without the pop flashes through.
Good timing on the incendiary here from Alexibi. Gonna buy a few more seconds. Again, they have got Nico already down on B. Smooya this time being set up for the opening,
we go.
And he's got it. The scout opens up the head of Alexibi, and therefore the ramp at 45 seconds. Not seeing that quick rotation back to hell from m0NESY because they already have Nico down on B. And let's see if this rifle can strike. Numbers coming towards him. First shot is a miss. Able to recover for the second up to the right side, but he needs to be careful. He needs to get his gun out, and Nico's up over the top. Nico will go down, but he's softened them up, and that's the bomb. Drop to the feet of Hunter as he follows up with another. It's Crims and Alex, and Hunter's reading them like a book.
1 on 2.
Suddenly, Crims finds a chance, and it's all on Hunter. It's another headshot for him, and now it's just Alex. Position spotted. Hunter goes down, and finally, Fnatic win another round, and it's Alex the best Hunter in the duel.
You can see how excited they are about that one. It's been so few and far between, but that's a lower buy that they're able to pull on through. And it looked great, didn't it, for G2? And then multiple kills came in all across the map. They mopped this one up and they get it done. So good to see them converting. I thought that nade from Nico was going to be perfect, just landing on the lip of the ledge, but not enough Vegemite this morning on his toast. That's a reference about 3 of you will get. I apologize.
All the Aussies.
Anyway. Great stuff from Alex there. Grabs his 4th kill, grabs them their 2nd round, and let's see. Fnatic can still grab 5 here on the nose before they head to half-time.
Well, the smokes head outside, and again, Nico has changed up his position. He'll be up here dealing with some of these smokes. Fnatic having to commit a lot just to try and remove him and trying to get the problem that is Nico. They're going to start walking with those smokes down towards Secret, upstate from the B stream. Currently 12-3 half for Na'Vi, looking very good over there for them. Could be a similar half here for G2 as they continue to try and deal with Fnatic.
There's a lot of real estate to take. Hunter is the player they have to deal with this time, back over towards Decon, but there's so much utility. Oh, they're not even going to use it, they're just jumping over.
Well, Hunter's easily picked up the first Alex
Look
out.
at all the damage.
And all the players now softened up for Alexibi to deal with some of these squishy players. He's going to look up to the window. It smashes open. Alexibi repositions to the left side. There's some utility coming through to try and limit some of these positions.
Oh,
but
beautiful.
The CTs decide to swing, and it's Nico and Alexibi taking the bomb out of play. Fnatic are like fish in a barrel right now, and G2 do not mind just shooting them up. m0NESY and Smooya have to rediscover themselves in this clutch.
Yeah, it's going to have to be on m0NESY here. Smooya is very low. He'll need to wait for his compatriot here to kick things off with initiation. Never mind. Nico sharp as you like. Head spotted, body down, door open. m0NESY, damage is done, but Alexibi will finish him off, and that's 11-2 the scoreline reads. Now, Look, you can see just how plugged into the way the game's being approached by G2, right? So Fnatic throw out the standard utility you see over towards ramp, the molly and the smoke. They play it directly in front of it. They understand, right? They know that they can put the bodies on the line, take the fight, stall them out before they get through those choke points. And, well, the round was done at that point. So G2 look like they're on the same wavelength at the moment. And that's what you want to see from a team who, well, 2020, they were in the grand final of IEM Katowice against Na'Vi. Now, I know it's a different look team. I know things have chopped and changed, but the organization remains the same.
And Crim's trying to change it up here with some pace into the play. Hasn't worked out because Jax and Hunter have just slapped him. And now Fnatic have Mezzi and Alex left alone. And m0NESY is just ridiculously quick. A headshot comes in. Hunter closes it back to a flawless coming through for G2.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, if Na'Vi's owning and G2's owning, maybe we're destined for another Na'Vi G2 final, Dingo.
Yeah,
do you think we've had enough of those?
No, I don't think we have, because now we look at this roster, it's much better for G2, right? You've brought in a sniper that can actually go toe-to-toe with some of the impact, and alongside Nico, that gets very exciting. So I'm looking forward to this. If that happens again, Chad, it's going to be great.
Wouldn't it be crazy, though, if they've employed the secret weapon from Na'Vi, and that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. But here we go. Final round of play. First half, Galil's out, and this has been an absolute drubbing right now. G2 are looking hot to trot.
Could better Na'Vi's half from that B stream are getting 13 at the half here. Lexi B certainly looking to go that way. He's found the first. Alex at least getting some space towards outside to play with.
At least. Yeah, it's the little things in life, right, Dingo?
Yeah, but he has lost his teammates now, Chad. It's not, he might be alone here.
The lone wolf of Alexi B, working on his own project. Could be walking into this AWP any moment here.
m0NESY doesn't have to do a whole lot, does he?
Not with Nico holding yard, right? When you're that heaven rotator, you normally have to help your yard rifler, right? You need to be there, flashing for him, picking with the AWP, doing a couple of crazy maneuvers, pushing T-Red. I don't think that's been necessary this game.
Nope, and anytime he's actually been given a challenge, he's generally come out on top of it as well. So, looking great for G2. I think a lot of the questions we've had for them in this first half have been answered. They're coming in swinging to this event. The expectations certainly living up to them. You know, we do like to see Crimson a clutch, but this one's just not going to happen. Another flawless half.
Some util on the backs of Nico and Alexi. Squeaky blown open, molly towards main, and 1xbet odds. Yeah, they favor G2. I wonder why.
Well, Alex has slipped on by, but they're going to check him. Of course they do. m0NESY and Hunter with the first two of play. And now Jax at least trying to get involved. It's Mezzi and Crims trying to do their best to pull Fnatic out of this hole. Mezzi unfortunately runs out of ammo, and it's all down to Hunter versus Crims.
So quick, though. He's so quick here.
And look, Crims is ready. He's looking, but Hunter hits the headshot, and 14-2 for G2.
Yeah, and that was just a biff. You know, nade open door, get the molly in. They're everywhere, dropping on silo. Beautiful stuff. Now, look, if there was any questions about how poor Boomich was doing over there in isolation, I think that if you saw the little snippet we had just before coming back to this one, he's topping the server over there against ENCE right now. 18 kills for Boomich, getting it done. And Na'Vi, they are looking like a force to be reckoned with here throughout the group stage early on against ENCE. But great stuff in the 14-2. At this point, G2 win against the Force by Fnatic. We can move very quickly on to map number 2. What a showing this has been.
Smuya, you know, he's just trying to find the settings. It's been a long time since we've been back on LAN, Chad, you know. He hasn't had a little touch of it in a while.
Yeah, they've had a bit of banter throughout the game, old Alexi and Smuya, all in good fun. And here we go. Some smokes lined up towards Yard. Mezzi down towards Secret immediately here. Alex is going to drop a Molotov towards front Secret to slow the crawl of Nico and Hunter.
Nico has loved playing with these outside spaces. Smokes on the CT and now T side, but Alex slips behind him.
No.
How does Nico turn for that? That is ridiculous. And now looking for more in the Khalil, rattling away.
I feel like there's an angel up there somewhere overlooking Nico on Nuke now, right? When people are shooting at him in the back with a deagle, he's got a little bit of immunity, right? It's only fair.
It is only fair. You know, once you've had enough horror in the world, you need something to help you.
Yeah, look, he had the spotlight on him now. You know, in the smaller games, it's all right. We'll keep you safe, Nico. We'll keep you alive. It's 21 kills. He's got 6 deaths. He's been loving this one, just doing what Nico does best. And
oh, he will be bested here at least.
Oh, they know where Mezzi is. Get that AK, boys. Get the MAC-10s out. Get him. You know, back when I would play with Top Gun, you know, and we're chasing, he'd be like, get the dogs out. You know, it'd be, so that's what I'm sure they're yelling right now, because they know where Mezzi is.
Alexa B is looking for it, and he's got it. Mezzi down, nothing for Fnatic. You know, much as it pains me, Chad, it's not looking so great for the British here. They're just getting absolutely wrecked.
Oh, really? Smiles from ear to ear on the other side of things. Looks like, oh, maybe a round to extend play. Boomich will be holding on to that on the B stream, but one more round in it for the Na'Vi versus Ents game as well. Another force by Fnatic to try and put up a little inkling of a defense here, but yeah, this one, I don't know if we're going to be seeing another round of play. It's AK's, Galil's, and a very, very good-looking G2 to finish off map number 1.
Brawl in interesting position inside of the vent. Dodges the utility by getting down into the vent, and now Nico, he has just traded positions again. Somehow ships in the night once more. Alex has got behind him.
Surely
no Guardian
this
Angel
time.
this time, and finally down. Alex will best him. And now Crim's turn. The Deagle really gets away with something here. But right now, G2 not really wanting to walk into too many pistols here.
Yeah, they do need to find an avenue that they can take, though, because... Okay, well,
all right.
That might find the avenue we're looking for. Alexi B, weaseling his way out through that squeaky door smoke, parks himself next to the vent. Mezzi, he smells something, he sees something, he even gets the kill. Mezzi takes down Alexi B, and looking good for Fnatic now.
He's got an AK, he'll get out of that alive, and now what did G2 do? They know there was a player inside of ramp, so he may be gone, but they still have to take the time to check that.
And who takes the initiative right now is Alexi B calling from the grave. Hunter's still alive. Jax, well, he's leading the pack. Takes a Deagle tag. It's not enough to dissuade, though. Jax's aim, sharp as attack. Down goes Crimson, a 3-on-3 with Mezzi. Mortally wounded here, 12 points of health.
But still with an AK. If he can get away with one, that would at least keep his team within this. And Mezzi's got a decent position here. Now they cross. It's one chance, and unfortunately not really capitalized upon. So decides to drop back. Luckily he stays alive here, because now he even has a teammate in the site alongside him.
Hello, Jax.
Alex is there with him, but Jax coming up heaven. Starts to
no!
And oh, Jax still reacts, and Alex suddenly, with 2, has a shot for the 1v1. Hunter will still take him down.